Welcome back, everyone, to another episode here on Rock Out with Your Crock Out. My first video, I made one of the simplest recipes that I know of. My last video, I made one of the more complicated slow cooker recipes that I know of. Today, we are doing what I think is your average, run-of-the-mill, dump and go slow cooker recipe. Today we are making chicken and dumplings. So what you will need for this one is your big 6-quart slow cooker. Go ahead and get that out of the way. You will need roughly 2 pounds of chicken. Could be tenderloins, could be breasts, could be thighs. That's completely up to you. I've got 2 pounds of chicken tenderloins here. And salt, pepper, garlic powder, poultry seasoning, 2 10.5 ounce cans cream of chicken soup, 2 cups chicken broth, so we'll only be using half the box in this recipe. 1 medium-sized onion, a can of biscuits, and a bag of frozen carrots. Now again, I'm not going to bore you with the chopping and the processing and all that, so we will be back right after I get this chicken cut up and once I get that onion pulverized. Stick around. Alright everyone, let's go ahead and get this started. In here is just the 2 cans of the cream of chicken soup. Since that's kind of a pain to get out of the can, I just went ahead and added that before I started filming. We're going to go ahead and we'll add our 2 cups of chicken broth to that. Now, they say to add the chicken, the onion, 2 tablespoons of butter, you add all that, and then in a separate bowl, you mix this together. Well, why wouldn't I just put this in first, mix it up here, and then add the other stuff on top of that? We'll get out our whisk, give this a stir. And of course, as this cooks, it'll also stir itself. So, we'll go grab the onion real quick. Go ahead, here's even more moisture. Now, I explained in a previous video that my wife likes the flavor of onion, does not like the texture of onion, so I go ahead and just pulverize it in the food processor before adding it to the recipes. That way you get the flavor of the onion, you get the moisture of the onion, you don't get any of the chunks of the onion. After that, we go ahead and grab our poultry seasoning. Now you want 1 teaspoon of poultry seasoning. If it'll come out of here. I am not left-handed. Let's try this with the right hand. Close enough. Dump that, we'll put a little extra. Alright, same thing with garlic powder. It says half a teaspoon, but we'll just go ahead and put in almost a full teaspoon in there. just grind in some pepper in there. That looks about right. Go ahead and get some salt in here. Not too much salt, because obviously the cream of chicken soup is going to have quite a sodium content going on there. And you just want to give this a good stir. And then we will go ahead and add the chicken to this. Get all them spices off the walls there. Go ahead and get rid of the whisk. We don't. Now I just go ahead and loosely chop this up. Then you just go ahead and give that a good stir. Make sure everything's in there. Then that is it. This will be low on 8 hours, high on 4 hours. We're going to go ahead and go with low. And we will be back in approximately 7 hours to go ahead and add our biscuits, our dumplings, and our frozen carrots to it. So stick around, stay tuned. Like I said, this is what I consider to be a run-of-the-mill, average Joe's slow cooker meal. Stay tuned. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this final step before the dish up. It has been approximately 6 hours, so we're gonna go ahead and take this lid off. And at this point in time, this is when you go ahead and add your bag of carrots. I took them out of the fridge about an hour ago just to start warming up a bit. You go ahead and pour those in, give them a stir. And at this point too, you also want to go ahead and kick your slow cooker up to high. It does cook on high for the last hour and a half or so. So I did this off camera, but you want to go ahead and open up your can of biscuits. Cut them into little bite-sized pieces like this, and just go ahead and start randomly dropping them in there. They do like to stick to one another, so this is going to be a lot of dumplings, but that is fine because well, the recipe isn't called chicken and kinda dumplings. No, it's called chicken and dumplings. Now, if you like your dumplings soggy, you go ahead and push them to the bottom. If you like them more on the fluffy end, you go ahead and leave them on top. I'm going to go ahead and push a couple of them down there. And just a few more. Alright, there we go. Then you just give that one good stir. Get some of them down in there. Then you go ahead, cover it back up, and you have got about 90 more minutes. As soon as the biscuits are done and cooked all the way through, this is ready to go. So we will see you about 7:30 tonight my time, but only a few seconds for you from right now. And here we are. This is the time to dish up. Go ahead, take that off of there. Easily done with a ladle. And you just gotta break on through that barrier. And there you go. Obviously, this will be seasoned to taste after this point. But time to dig in. So, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and we'll see you later.